is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see, the number 18 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Gators offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, Dave, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to take off. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Gators will call on their punt team. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. So Kansas State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Meyer. He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Running through contact. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Quick completion on the out route. There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane. He found his crease.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida.
And I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, and if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. From the gun, running back on the move. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to throw. It's Meyer. Quickly complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The RPO, it's complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wide receiver. A designed run for the quarterback. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
Now look, you don't see kickers on highlight tapes too often. That 61-yard field goal is going to make every highlight reel in the country. Wow.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
and you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds a man in the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. They'll give it to the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The counter play is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
They stop him almost. A short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Looking to throw, it's Myers. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll keep it on the ground. Across the 15, got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone of the field, Trace. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Florida, 21, Kansas City, 10.
And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. To the air, it's Meyer. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown hit?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Working the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
28, Kansas City, 10.
Coming out with it, it's Perkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll leave it with him. Got room to work. Turning it on! And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. The Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to ride this running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Meyer. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Fox. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Well, no surprise to see the special teams, but you thought it might be the punter. Instead, here comes the field goal kicker. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Complete to the left. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Florida. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Meyer. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is on its way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
Take over. 1st and 10.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
Thanks for that. Kevin? The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Perkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Makes it past the marker. There he goes. Past the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gators!
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Caught in the backfield, it's Dykes. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and his third, he hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. He leaves it with his back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Running behind that left side.
Second down coming up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Gets open down the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, running back gets the give. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely same page.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Perkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Solid gain to get them out close to the 20, pick up a 5 to the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Trying play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it! And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you.
They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
On the run, fires downfield. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Orlando. Unleashes to the end zone. He had it in the end zone, but just couldn't get a foot down to stay in bounds.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Looking to the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Open space at the 25. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives them some breathing room. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
Breaks into the open. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Tight end now in motion. He'll keep it himself. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! Great job by the back on the option. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. He'll get a fresh set of down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Looking to pass. It's Orlando. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field to play at you.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Going to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. To check him out. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense
fires one high and deep. He's got it at the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Gators have their offense in high gear. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody.
It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter.
Takes it the other way. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Now on first down from the 28. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to